Hello everyone, welcome back to another thrift store finds video. I just had a trip out to the bargain bins and wanted to put this up today because I'm going to be back probably 3 days in a row this week. Today have a bargain bin haul, some VHS and stuff, and then tomorrow Amanda and I are actually going out early, taking a bit of a drive and going out to a small chain of thrift stores that we've never been to before, an area we usually don't hit, and there's one Goodwill out there as well, so we'll go there, spend the day, so I'll be up for that, and then Wednesday the normal half price book sale type thing. So should be a really good week, which is fantastic. This weekend was just absurd with sales. I don't know what was going on, but things were flying off the shelves, so including some VHS. So I added some more VHS to the various stores. We Back to the Future 3 and a classic, The Land Before Time, my favorite Don Bluth movie. Just brilliant. I love this one. Still one of those that can bring a tear to your eye. And then a stack of Blue's Clues, huge stack of Blue's Clues, and they're a little surprising because I have these two. This one I'm actually pretty certain my little brother had during the heyday of Blue's Clues, but they're the Nickelodeon orange tapes, the classic orange, these two. And then I'm really shocked these made it to VHS. There's the rest of the stack are all dated 2002 through 2004, which is pretty late for VHS. I think History of Violence was the last VHS officially, and was that? I don't remember what year that was off the top of my head, like 2005, 2006, but yeah, that's very late, and a little bizarre. I really didn't think any of these with the new host after Steve, whatever his name is. This is the 100th episode celebration. It was named Joe, whoever he is. There's like a third one now too. There's a whole bunch of them that have come and gone. I really only know Steve because that's what was around when my little brother was watching. The Blue's Clues is definitely after my time, but there's a few. Yeah, there's Meet Joe. There's a third guy now, I think. Holiday Wishes, which this one, Blue looks a little different. She's not like a cartoon. She's like a Muppet. Yeah, it's interesting. I never really thought there'd be this many of the later seasons of Blue's Clues that made it onto VHS, but test those out and do like a big old lot, and those are in the bargain room, so really cheap. Then a few book finds, not a whole lot, some A to Z mysteries you can read. There wasn't a whole lot of books out to even look through. A few Dragonlance. We have Tales Volume 1, Magic of Kryn. I remember reading that one before. And then, of course, Time of the Twins, the Legends trilogy, one of the must-have kind of core trilogies within Dragonlance. And a few DVD finds. We have Monty Python Live, a DVD box set. A randomly found at the bottom of the bin, throw it in, sealed copy of Beaches with Bette Midler. And this is the first Bette Midler movie that comes to my mind thanks to Seinfeld. That just comes to my mind there. And then two random horror movies. We have collector's edition of The Return of the Living Dead. This bright, kind of almost lime green. It's not quite an Xbox 360 color, but almost. Case with a lenticular cover in the front. Cool copy of that. And I don't know what this is, but I picked this up for like a quarter. Let's check it out. The Dead Hate the Living is disturbing. I don't know what. It says it is Argento-esque, so I don't know, but the zombie movie looks bizarre. I don't know, this thing's mouth looks like a prolapsed anus with teeth. I don't know, very disturbing. So that is what I grabbed today, and then again, we'll be out for hours tomorrow, so it should be a really big pickups video tomorrow and then Wednesday. And I want to tack on here as well a few other things that were added to the collection because I was showing these. I don't know if they're on camera. Yeah, the Little Rascals, the classics flicks releases, and they're really good. I've been watching those, and the restoration is amazing, and they're fantastic. They're really good to have, these great collections. And the fifth one finally came out, and I think there's going to be one more, a sixth volume. But it's of all the ones that I was really looking forward to, looking at what shorts are going to be in each volume. Another great Blu-ray release, some back artwork as well. So a lot of fun. That's really cool. And then the last thing, this was an amazing experience because this was like a shock to the system. Those things that there's so much in the back of your mind that you really do remember, but you can't bring forth without something triggering it. Like maybe a smell, maybe a sound, an image. And it's like, wait, I do remember that from when you're 4 or something like that. I had in the back of my mind this vague memory of a part of a movie that I maybe saw once when I was 7. And all I remember is, and I've never seen even an inkling of it since then, and in close to 30 years. So it's something that like I would never know the name of, would never even know what to look for. Just I kind of remember this beautiful woman dancing very skimpily in this really cool erotic dance with a snake inside an Indian-looking temple, and that's all I remember from some like late night thing when I was a kid. And I remember seeing it. It's even like more strange. I remember watching it at my grandparents' house in Germany. So it had to have been like some summer when we were there, and it's all this little image. It's all I remember. And I was watching someone's DVD collection, just kind of had it on the background while I was working for hours. Sometimes I'll do that, especially a lot of longer collection videos, that kind of thing, just kind of have in the background. And they were talking about this thing, and they showed some video clips. I'm like, that's it. I remember, and I started remembering more scenes then that I'd never thought of for years. And it is the Fritz Lang's Indian epic, which is like a classic in Germany. He went back after leaving Germany, and he went back then to film after filming some stuff in America as well. Fritz Lang, I mean, if you don't know who he is, probably Metropolis and M might be the top 2 that people would know of his, but just a legendary director. And I was like, that's what that is. I vaguely remember watching that. But the Tiger of Vishnupur and the Indian Tomb, this 2-part, huge Indian epic, and this is the scene that I remember. There are 2 dances, one in each movie, and I remember the one from the second movie was the one that was stuck in my mind. So, I mean, beautiful cover art. These are lavish, epic adventure movies. There's a lot that's Indiana Jones is definitely inspired by. This is one of its many inspirations, and I love Indiana Jones. Some of my favorite movies, and there's some things directly inspired from there. But I pull it out, and it's a 2-disc collection. So each movie, and there is a making of documentary. There is a whole documentary about Deborah Pageant, and just all kinds of audio commentaries. Really great stuff. It's in German with English subtitles to make you aware. The whole thing is just shy of 4 hours, but a beautiful new restoration, a 2-disc set, and then has this gorgeous booklet with an entire essay going into the development of the film and the history of Fritz Lang's path up to getting to this point, because they're actually, the first part is a remake of an older version that is just not very good. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I looked up after watching these, and there's the artwork in the back, but these are just unbelievably gorgeous, over-the-top adventure films. Lots of great drama. That it's very kitsch. It can be cheesy, can be overly gaudy, but in a fantastic way. It's really, really good. These are really catapulted to being like one of my top adventure films from that era. Just fantastically well done, and so much fun revisiting. And I just kept remembering more and more. I must have seen most of the 2 of them when I was a little kid and just kind of forgot, and just had that image of Deborah Pageant doing her dance to the snake. That's all I remembered from when I was 7. And both those dances are very vivid as well now, but they're really great movies. A lot of fun. Definitely things you should check out if you are into older adventure movies. If you really like Indiana Jones, they're definitely ones I recommend. And it was fantastic just finding that and re-exploring them and re-experiencing them, and just really, really good movies. A lot of fun. Definitely ones I'm going to watch over and over again. Just some really great classic German cinema. And man, the sets and stuff they built were incredible, because they did some shots actually in India, but they couldn't go inside a lot of locations. They did a lot of outdoor shoots, and so they built in the like sound stages, these amazing indoor sections of palaces, and they built an outdoor market, and they were scouring the circuses everywhere to try and find the elephants. And Fritz Lang has a great attention to detail, so it's like trying to find elephants that would have the right ear shape, Indian elephants versus African elephants, like really trying to be more detail oriented. And there's just beautifully well shot, and the colors are so vibrant on this restoration that they're really cool. So very, very exciting, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.